Sup, everybody? It's your boy Poppahack here with my main man, Payday on the Beat Bob and Godzuki, Baby Godzilla. We are here bringing you another episode of Life in Stereo. I was thinking about the old systems and the old games we used to play, like
retro games. Yeah,
first, yeah. Like, what do you remember? What the first game ever was that you played?
I remember the first console that I had was an NES. Like I've had like Ataris and stuff, of course, from like
Yeah.
collecting games, but I'm pretty sure the NES was my first.
I think that was actually our
Yeah.
first one. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I can't remember. Yeah. Because I remember like having Duck Hunt and Mario Brothers and all that crap, and I remember like having a gun and everything.
Well, no, you remember when like there was like blockbusters and stuff?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I remember like finding crackheads going in there. They'd rent the games. I give them like $5 and never return them. Like that's how like my first like video game like collection started. Like
When we were young, Josh's dad would always let us pick games every weekend, and we would always rent games like every weekend, movies and games and all that crap. So we would go right up to Hollywood Video. And
yeah, I remember that.
The return box was outside. There was one inside too, but the return box was outside, and it was like an old mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
And when it would fill up so high, you could reach your hand in there and grab. Yeah, and people used to do that. Me personally, I never did it, and then my brother did. He did it, but he got like movies and crap like that. But like, I actually think he would take it, go home, watch whatever movie it was, then he would return them. Since people were getting it for
Hollywood Video called me one time because I returned like a VHS and I didn't rewind it. Do you remember that? Like you had to rewind the movies.
Be kind, please rewind. That sticker was posted on all the VHSs. Could you like who cares? Who cares if it's not rewound? I understand like renting a movie and then like, oh, you open up, you're like, oh, I gotta rewind this. I get that. And then like you might see parts of the movie you don't want to see, so just shut the damn TV off, push rewind into VCR, and walk away for 3 minutes.
I was so hardcore on like renting things. Like I actually had like a tape rewinder. It looked like a car.
Oh yeah,
Its only purpose was to rewind video, like VHS tapes. Like,
yep. I remember when my mom came home with one. I was like, "Whoa, what's that?" And she's like, "It's to rewind the tapes."
Like, what does it do?
What? And she's like, hey, "You put the tapes in and it rewinds it." I was like, "It rewinds it?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Oh, like even back then, I like realized like we got a machine to rewind the tapes, but we already have a machine right there that rewinds the tapes. The VCR itself, like." I don't know. It was funny as heck though, but like I remember everybody had those.
Mm-hmm.
But
I forgot that was even a thing.
All right, so back to games. What was the first game you ever played that you remember playing?
See, I remember like for Super Nintendo it was Super Mario World. Like it came with the console.
Yeah.
Like I know that. Like I was big, like obsessed with gaming. Like at that time.
Super Mario World was so good. I think me and your sister, we probably beat that game like 10 million times.
That's the first game I've ever owned that wasn't stolen. So it was mine. It felt like it was mine. You know what I mean? Like when you actually buy something yourself, like that was mine.
Yeah.
Like the other one, if someone robbed me for them, they were kind of stolen anyways. But don't take Super Mario.
I can't remember if it was Super Mario World or if it was like Yoshi's Island.
Yoshi's Island, I had that too.
Yeah. I remember we played that a lot. But so wait, you think that was the first game you ever played?
Yeah, well,
just the one that you have the memory of.
Yeah, the memory of I owned it. Well, you know what I mean? Like where it was like, if I was at like I remember back in the day, like at Kmart, they used to have like the consoles, like where you could play for like 5 minutes and then it resets. I would
call them, I'd call them the neck breakers. You'd be sitting there looking up like this the whole time, breaking your damn neck. I think the first game I ever actually like played where like I felt like I wasn't just the annoying kid who was begging to get a try. I want to say I think it was Super Mario Brothers, the first one.
Yeah.
Either Mario Brothers or Duck Hunt. I know like
I was gonna say the NES Mario with Duck Hunt. I think that was the first game I played.
Yeah, I think that's what it was for me too, and like because you said it came with the console.
Yeah, when you have the little gun and you're pointing it at the TV, it was like the coolest thing ever. Like, how does it work?
I literally learned probably like 30 years later that player 2 on the controller could control the ducks flying down and all that. I was like, what? There's no way.
Like, the worst thing about gaming, like, people were still like finding little glitches and exploits like now on a game. Like, why didn't we know this back then? Like,
yeah, like that would have been cool to know, because instead of sitting there taking turns and all that, we could have been controlling, at least controlling the ducks. Like, I mean, all you do is, click the button for them to come in and they just zigzag, but like still that would be something else you could do. Yeah. That was probably my first true blue game ever. I remember Uncle Chuck bought me and Moose a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle game, because like I said before, we were obsessed with turtles. That was like our go-to for everything. And I remember playing that, and oh my god, dude, we would play that forever and ever. It was so much fun. I want to say like the third level was,
which console was it?
It was NES.
See, I had Turtles in Time for Super Nintendo.
Turtles
that was
in Time
like
awesome,
that was mine and Jeremy's like weekend speedrun game. Like every time, every
Turtles
weekend,
every time. Anytime I think of old games like that with Jeremy, I always think of Super Smash TV, because it's the only game he always like loved.
Yeah, that's funny because he actually showed me that for the first time.
Yeah, Super Smash
that's on NES.
Yeah, the original. Yeah, that was good, man. Super Smash TV was awesome. I liked it a lot. We used to play Contra on there.
That was always like a real like difficult game for me to play when I was younger.
See, my dad and my uncles played it a lot. So I was always like sitting there with them, watching them play. And so like I knew, like I learned like when to duck down if I was going to get shot and all that. Yeah. But I would still like go really, really slow playing it. But I remember playing all that, man. I think Sega was like because we didn't own a Super Nintendo. We got Sega. And I ended up eventually growing up, I got a Super Nintendo when I was older, like with my own money and that when I wanted it. But Sega was the best, man. Like, I know we talked before about like Sega Channel and all that, but I loved Sonic. Sonic was cool. Sonic and Tails was even better, just because player 2 could play as Tails, even though he was always way slower. But he was the person who controlled you when you were flying. Yeah. So he was actually valuable. Like player 2 wasn't a useless, slow piece of crap like compared to Sonic. Yeah. So
Tails was definitely he was like the medic, like back in the day.
Like, plus, Tails was really valuable because he would die, but he would always come back to life as long as Sonic didn't die. So you'd be like on a harder boss, and you only have a couple rings. You just jump and attack, and then like you could just stay back as Sonic. And you didn't have to worry because, like, as long as you weren't getting hit, you weren't losing rings. Or if Sonic had no rings, so he had one hit left, you just stay back there and just keep using Tails over and over and over. It was actually, it was funny as hell. It was like a nice little, like, almost like a cheat. Like, you can use Tails like for a player too. I remember growing up, me and my brothers would always argue over like, no, I'm not being Tails. No, I'm not being Tails.
Yeah, see, I was like, that's why I like the PlayStation, because the controllers are like Super Nintendos, like the order of the buttons. Like when I bought my first Sega, they have like 3 buttons, like 1, 2, like A, B, and C, I think.
Yeah.
Then I had like the the special controller with like the turbo, so it had 6 buttons on it. It was crazy.
Actually, it's actually funny. I got right here in front of me. I have a pink PS5 controller, black and gray camo PS5 controller.
I'll show you mine.
Another black one, a white one, a red one. I have so many right here in front of me.
I got 2 PS5 controllers.
I like that one.
I Bluetooth them for like, I'm big on PC games right now, not consoles, but I can Bluetooth both of them to my PC. I can program those to my TV too, like the smart TV.
Oh, like see, that's cool, because I know some smart TVs do have games, or like
Netflix. I have the remote where you just push a button on like games, and when I download the game, like I can use my controller on the TV also.
See, that's
so the PS5 controller is like real like compatible with everything. There's like an app that you could use it for anything.
Yeah, DS4 lets you use it on any PC game, but you can they're all virtually.
Yeah, I don't even have the DS4. Like it's just raw, like right through the Bluetooth.
Yeah. They're all sweet. Like technology's so much better now.
But if you ever try to use it on your PC and it doesn't work, it's just because your Bluetooth card isn't like powerful enough to connect to it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know nothing about that.
Because I knew I could connect one of them, but I was like iffy about two. But luckily, my gaming PC it's like powerful enough to like hold the connection. Yeah, just in case you ever try to hook two up at the same time, you're like, Bobby, you lied. Like, then you'll have to get the DS tools, like the DS4 tools, whatever
DS4
they are.
tools, yeah. I like DS4. I use it not on this PC, but on my older PC, I did use it on there a lot because, like,
I remember like getting like ROMs and emulators and stuff. Like, I still do that occasionally.
I don't even know. I can't even tell you the last time I played like any game on a ROM on like my PC. Like, I mean, I do. I have games on there, but the games that I play on PC, I got Pal World. What I'm trying to think what else I have on there. Like offhand, newer games.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Pal World isn't that like Pokemon type game?
Yeah, that's it. You build a base. You would actually love it. Like you build a base. Craft a picture. Okay. Pal World's like this.
If you say Minecraft with Pokemon, I have to check it out. I'm gonna be hooked. I can't check it out.
You literally build a base. We were actually just talking about starting a new world. Josh just asked me, and I was like, I'll ask. I can ask for Kedek and Jay and Wrath and Kelter because we all played before.
Oh, it's multiplayer like that.
Oh yeah, and they updated it a lot now. So when it first came out, if you were friendly, like on a team together, like which we all would be because we'd be the same town, you couldn't fight each other. Now I can just walk up and be like, "Hey, let's fight," and then we walk over and we make them fight. Like we don't control them; we just put them out there, and then they just
give them commands, and then they figure it out.
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
Is it cross-platform?
Yes. You can have
like PC? Oh, okay.
PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever the new Xbox is. Yeah, it's cross-platform.
Oh man, that'll be my next game.
It's nice. And what's cool is like so like it has the servers on there where like remember when we used to have the Minecraft world for Kedek would leave his PlayStation on all the time,
all night,
and, like,
so we could play on it. Yeah,
so we could play because we had to share the world. He was the host of the world. You don't have to do it on there. You can just log on and you can play for 5 hours, and then get off, and then I log on, and then I play for a couple hours, and then if like you miss you miss a couple days of us playing, and your pals are like lower level, they're down, and you don't want to have to play the catch up because we gained like 12 levels and did a bunch of crap. Nope, we can just turn on your XP gain and change it, and you gain levels after you would gain like right up equal to us after 2 seconds of being back in the game.
Wait, so I could just join someone on like a high level world.
Yes.
Come back in a week and I'll be powered up. Like it.
You can be gone for 3 weeks and come back in, and then we input the level, the XP gain, and you go like make your pal complete one job, and he gains 100 levels or 10 levels, whatever we manipulate it. Yeah, so it's not bad. There's no like fall behind mechanic, but it's definitely really really fun. Like we like it a lot, and it's not all it's not like Pokemon where you go from gym to gym. They do have towers and all that, and you got to do that type of stuff, but. No, dude, you can just build a base and just fight and go take over.
Now, how many like little characters are there? Like,
I
like 100, like a lot.
No, yeah, there's a lot. I don't even know how many there is.
They evolve and stuff though, like the same concept.
Yes, some do. Yep, literally, it's basically all the same thing except you control them to do stuff at your base to like get you like materials, like water and wood and brick and all that stuff and. Grow crops and everything, and then you could craft weapons and give them weapons to defend it because your town will get raided.
Okay. Now, is it like you can build your town however you want?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like, bro, when I say it's
like Minecraft
I was thinking like Pokemon,
like Clash of Clans though. Like when you upgrade your base, you're stuck with a limited amount of resources, and you just have to upgrade them. That. Oh, you can do it whatever you want.
Do whatever you want. If you want to build like a crazy awesome defense around or a wall around your whole place, you can. But you can put like electric fences up. You can put all kind of crap up, like everything. But the only thing is everything hurts everybody. It's friendly fire no matter what. Like everything, like traps. Like you can set a trap off. I can set one off. Like everything hurts. Now I don't know if you can shut that setting off. We never tried it, but. It's just I don't know. It's a lot of fun. I like the game a lot. It's always remember when we had our Minecraft world.
Yeah,
we all were on
awesome,
there. Like, dude, it was me, you, Kedek, Terry.
Remember our map took like 30 minutes to walk across.
Just to
walk.
Expanding
it. Like, remember we kept expanding it?
I remember yeah, because we kept making it bigger and bigger. I remember we walked all the way across. We were exploring. We got all kind of gear, and we kept taking our beds to sleep in.
Yeah.
So we could skip the night. Well, Terry, I remember he left his bed way over there. He comes all the way back, and I don't know what happened between Terry and Mario. I can't remember what happened, but
I think I
Mario killed
that.
Terry. Well, you did. Well, you might have been the cause of it.
I set the trap. I put the TNT on the ground.
You did that. That was the second time when he came back. Mario and Terry were fighting about something, and Mario ended up like shooting Terry with like a flaming arrow, or like Terry burnt Mario's house down or something. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Terry burnt Mario's house down. He didn't have his house converted over from wood. So Mario's house burned and Mario's pissed, and Mario killed Terry. And Terry didn't sleep in the bed, so Terry respawned all the way on the other side of the map, which was like a real in-game travel of like, what, 30, 40 minutes or something
30 minutes in real life.
Real life travel. So then when he came all the way back, I remember you had the pressure stone set with the TNT. You're like, whoa, look at all these diamonds. Terry being greedy,
he tried to steal my diamonds. Like,
I'm running over, and you took off running. He was like, "Where the TNT?" I remember it blew up.
It was massive. It was massive.
And then he rage quit. That was so funny.
He did rage quit. He didn't even like cuss me out or anything. He just disconnected.
He literally just got off.
He spent 1 hour of like traveling full speed, and it was like survival mode. You know what I mean? It wasn't like you could just fly over.
No, he had to like traverse through like snow, mountains, water, everything, fight everything by himself. And he didn't think like when he was getting close, like I should pull my bed out and just lay in my bed right here. So I respawned right here.
It'll save you,
Yeah. Nope. He did it. That was so funny. Oh man, those Minecraft days were hilarious. We had so much fun. It's funny because I like watch Owen and Jaden play.
Yeah.
They'll be sitting there. They'll like build their stuff, and then they just argue and fight. They play this mod called One Block. You would probably like One Block. Starting a world, it's literally just one block. That's it. You have to mine that one single block, and another item appears, but it's a random item. It might be TNT. It might be a horse. It might be another piece of wood. It might be a piece of dirt. It might be a piece of obsidian. It might be a carrot. It's literally just one item.
Yeah,
that's it at a time. So then you have to build your world from there, like because the world's completely blank.
It's like floating in the sky.
Yep,
like literally one block.
Yes, it's called One Block, and it's that one block, and that whole world revolves around that one singular block because that's the one that I mean. Eventually, like you can grow stuff and like grow crops and other trees and all that, but nope, like everything evolves around that one block. Like a whole house will appear out of that block, and you just pick it up, and then you just go place it.
Oh, okay.
Like literally the whole game revolves around that one block. It's called One Block, and
that's
they freaking love it.
Yeah, I do like it.
It's not bad. It's all right, except when you get like 6 or 7 TNTs in a row, and then Owen and Jaden, being kids, they just get mad. They just blow each other up.
Something up with
the whole thing. Yeah, they get so mad. Yeah, just like us. Man, I love. See, I can't even say I love gaming anymore because I do. I like gaming with my friends, but like. Lately, I've been playing a lot by myself, and I still like it too. But it's just gaming also frustrates.
What do you think about much. When your kids get older, they see you playing a game. Now they want you to teach them how to play. Like you ever do that? Like teach them how to play a game? Like
well, sometimes Jaden will come down. I mean, Jaden's 13. He'll come downstairs and Dad, I need help playing this game. And I always tell him the same thing every time. If you need help playing the game, you shouldn't be playing the game. Yeah. Then he goes upstairs all sad and bad, but then 5 minutes later he's like, "Hey, I beat the part. I beat the part. I don't need help."
I play Brawlhalla with like all.
Yeah, me and you used to play that. Yeah. Does I wonder if Jeremy still plays that? He probably does, or
he never wanted to like learn combos and stuff. So
Brawlhalla was always fun. It's like Smash, but a little weaker. But if you like, what you should play. Is it called Multiverse? That's what it is. I think that's what it is. It's all like WB characters. Like they got your girl Raven, Shaggy, Superman, Batman.
Don't say Bubbles.
They do. Now they have the Powerpuff Girls on there. They got LeBron James on there from Space Jam, Bugs Bunny. Like they have all the cartoon characters. and you fight. It's just like Super Smash Brothers, just like Brawlhalla, and you fight. Me and Frenetic played it a lot. They even have Agent Smith from The Matrix on there. Like why he's on there, I don't understand. They just put Samurai Jack on there not that long ago.
Well, I forgot about that show. Wow, Samurai Jack, yeah.
Samurai Jack is back. Yeah, they got a bunch
of. That's from Cartoon Network, right? Back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah, I used to watch Dexter's Laboratory. Like that was like my favorite show.
Dexter's Lab. Like, there's a Dexter's Lab map on there. I don't know if Dexter or Dee Dee's in the game yet, but there is a Dexter's Lab map. They got people from Game of Thrones on there. They got Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. I don't know if you ever watched Adventure Time.
Nah,
they got them on there. There's a lot of good, cool characters on there. It's not bad
at all. Dexter on it, and Bubbles, and Raven. Those are like my top three. Wonder Woman, yeah.
I got Frenetic kicks butt with Wonder Woman. She got a little shield and her little lasso. Me and Frenetic, we were doing dirty on there. We were beating on bums for a while on there. That's definitely a fun game too, man. Well, so much for talking about old games, but then we just veered off and started talking about Power and Minecraft.
I want to back to the Dexter's Laboratory. I remember they had like you go to McDonald's, you get a Happy Meal, but Wendy's had the Dexter like toys. Like I remember I like every day I'd be like, can we go to Wendy's? Can we go to Wendy's? Yeah. Because I had it was like a little plastic. Like a little plastic, it was like flat, but it was like Dexter, but he came with a green pen, like a little like a science test tube. Yeah, it was a green pen, and I remember like how upset I was when my pen like stopped working.
All upset over your Dexter's Lab pen. I just remember the theme song from it was just so Dexter's Laboratory. It was always like in it. Dexter's Lab. Oh man. There's what else? What other shows on Cartoon Network did I love? Obviously, Dragon Ball Z was on there. I love that. Yeah. But like with the Cartoon Network era, like the Dexter's Lab, Ed and Eddie, man, that was the best.
Mm-hmm.
Ed and Eddie was my shit, man. I love
Cartoon Network. Like was my whole childhood. I was a Cartoon Network awesome. Over like I think back in the day, like the Disney Channel, like it was like you had to pay or it was like separate, like way back in the day. But there was like nothing really good on that.
If you noticed, all those channels that we had, like with basic cable growing up, they all converted back. Like you got to get the app. I can't remember what app it is, but it has all the old Cartoon Network cartoons on it. All the cool old Disney shows and all that are on Disney Plus. They're not on regular Disney or like on demand or whatever you want to call it anymore. Like all shows like that reverted back. What's can't remember, like Hey Arnold and Rocket Power. They're on.
Those are Nickelodeon.
Yeah, they're Nickelodeon, but I can't remember. They're on one of the streaming platforms.
Oh, okay. Hey Arnold was good too.
Hey Arnold was a shit, dude. Hey Arnold was a shit. Hey Arnold, I loved Rocket Power.
I think like The Simpsons has been on my entire life. Like I don't know when they started that. Like I know like Family Guy, like American Dad and stuff. Those are newer, but I remember The Simpsons being on TV for as long as I can remember.
The Simpsons, yeah, dude. Yeah. I actually wonder how many years they have been. Actually, I'm going to look really fast to see how many years The Simpsons been on TV. I want to say they're like longer than like 30 years, maybe. I want to say. Well, if you had to guess, what is it?
I would say like 78.
No, I don't think it's that old, man.
I'm taking it way back. I wouldn't be surprised if they had like the black and white version, like before. Like,
no, it wasn't that old. I want to say it was like early 90s 82? Would be my guess.
I'm saying 80s.
No,
it has to be the 80s. Because
my god, what? 1989.
89? Yeah, I knew it had to be the 80s.
So, The Simpsons first aired on December 17th, 1989 as a half-hour Christmas special on Fox. The show began as a cartoon short on the Tracy Ullman Show from 1987 to 1989. Wow, I did not think it's been on that long. The Simpsons is the longest-running American sitcom and animated program.
Yeah, definitely.
In 2009, it became the longest one. Wow.
Yeah, I knew it had to be in the 80s because it was never like introduced to me as something new. It was just always there. You know,
it was always there. Yeah. It says October 1st, 2023. The show is in its 35th season.
Wow.
So that was an entire year ago. Like, whoa, man, that's
Some dedication, though.
Dude, I didn't think they were. I didn't think they were there that long. And Matt Groening, he's the one that created The Simpsons. He's in a bunch of other stuff too. Like he's a killer. He did. I want to say Matt Groening did Futurama too.
Oh, I don't know, but I have watched that though.
I can't remember. I didn't watch the new.
Who's the chick with the Cyclops with the big tits?
Leela.
That's why I watch it.
Taronga Leela.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Leela. Yeah, Leela, man. Dude, Futurama was good as hell. I used to love Futurama actually a lot. I was a big Kids WB kid. Like I was watching
the Animaniacs.
Like yeah, dude, they had the Animaniacs, Pokemon,
Pinky and the Brain,
Yu-Gi-Oh, Pinky and the Brain. They had it all on there, man. It was good as hell, dude. I love that. Saturday morning cartoons, like I wish they still actually had like a Saturday morning cartoon like lineup because I remember it went from like I think like 7 to 11 or something, or 7 to 12 or whatever. Like I remember being little and dude, funny as hell. How we were talking about VCRs earlier. I had a tape that I would put up in my room, a VCR and everything, and I would record all the cartoon shows for that Saturday because we would be out and we'd be like at Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments and gaming, and then we would come back to my house and we would play the tape and watch it. And we would all end up passing out and fucking be knocked out taking naps.
VHS they were real popular. I like. You ever owned the orange Rugrats movie?
Yeah, Rugrats.
The orange one. Yep. Like everyone knows what I'm talking about.
As soon as you say the orange tape, everybody knows that's what it is, dude. That's it. The orange one. That was it. There was another one. There was a couple other tapes that were different colors, but that I feel like that's like the most famous one. It's like the Nickelodeon
that's like
orange,
equivalent to like the gold Zelda video game for NES. Like the gold
I have it. Majora's Mask is like it's either
that's for N64. I'm talking about NES.
Yeah.
Like
the NES one. Yeah, the gold one. Yeah. I forgot all about that one. Yeah. I forgot all about that. Wow, I completely forgot about that one. Yeah, and it was like two different golds too. It was like shiny gold on the one part, like on the inner part. Dude, I forgot all about that. Wow. This was a good nostalgia right down memory.
Yeah, I know. I'm taking way back.
It's definitely some good old days, but
all these years wrap it up. All these years of paying taxes, I kind of forgot about the good times.
It's called we're adults now. We're not children anymore. All right, everybody, that's going to wrap this episode up for Life in Stereo. I am your man, Poppahack. He is my main man, Payday on the Beat, Bob.
New shirts coming soon.
We will see you later.